Hello everyone, welcome back to the Flying 7 YouTube channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we are doing a bit of Preston to we're doing a Preston to Blackpool service on Blackpool branches in the Class 142 Pacer. So let's get started. So first thing we gotta do, key on of course. Pop you into neutral. AWS cover on. There we go. Just make sure all the safety systems are on. Perfect. So we will be in neutral. We'll open the doors and we will get ready to go. Something else we need to do is the headlights. Headlights onto head. Needs headers south. Blackpool. Blackpool south. Perfect. So now people know where we're going, which is awesome. And we will get ready to get going. So, anything else I need to mess with here? Gonna bring the brakes back down to step 1, braking. Horn test, because why not? Perfect. So yes, this is Blackpool branches, which is a T. Originally came off with train symbol number 4. However, obviously we're on TSW6 because of the pretty cool compatible content stuff. So if you bought routes for TSW2, 3, 4, 5, or 5, you can then get the free starter pack for 6, and then you can just put all your routes across. Really cool. There we go. See. Right, we are actually good to go already. So doors close. Double buzz the guard back and into forward. Let's go. Next up, Kirkham and Wesham. Okay. Now we will go full power. I'm going to take off the throttle a bit now. But yes, anyways, what is new in the world of TSW? Well, Birmingham Crew is coming out on Tuesday. So it will be 10 AM for consoles, 4 PM for Epic Games, and it will be 6 PM for Steam. When it releases. So yes, so you'll be able to operate the Birmingham to Crew section via Wolverhampton. The Stoke-on-Trent branch is not in that particular route. It's basically the bypass line. You get the Class 350 with the route as well, which is cool. I do like the Class 350 if I do say so myself. With layers with the Class 220, number 170, both West Mids and Cross Country. You've got the rail tours, you've got the Class 86 and 87, with the relevant coaches. And yeah, other really cool stuff like that. go. So we've got about 6 miles to go till we get to Kirkham and Wesham. And then we call at Moss Side, Lytham, Ansdell and Fairhaven, St Anne's on the Seas, Squire's Gate, and Blackpool South. And there we go. Oh, right. Single yellow signal. That could only mean one thing. We've got a red. We might have a red coming up. So we'll get slowing down just in case. Oh wait, there is a red coming up because it's on the track monitor. 7 miles to go. Okay, now the signal's going to a yellow, however, obviously I'll keep it. I usually like to keep it about 45 when we're at a yellow signal. So probably following the train. Oh, we are back to green. Okay. We will we'll put the pedal to the metal then. So yeah, we're one of the pre-93 paces, so we're one of the 1985 to 1993 ones. Which obviously do have their differences, such as obviously the twisty wisty thing sometimes over the viewfinder. It doesn't on here, so obviously we are having. So obviously that's why I went outside just to make sure the destination was all good. Yeah. Yeah, this is a nice early morning service down to Blackpool South. So yeah, which is nice. I do like these sunrise services, so go. Past some sort of factory. I'm sure Tintin will be able to tell us what that is, but yeah. There we go. With a class 47 hauling some petrol tanks. Doing a freight run, which is cool. And right, we'll keep. Yeah, it's quite bouncy in this pacer, I do have to say. There we go, so yeah, as we fly past some sort of farm in this pacer. Right, we will continue going down the line. and we will shortly. We are a mile away, so we'll do a public announcement.
The next station stop is Kirkham, Wesham.
Yeah, so the announcements do work on this, although due to the age of the train, they have to be manually triggered, which is all cool. We like that. Alright. Got a 45 coming up. And here we are at Kirkham and Wesham. Now, ordinarily we would have a guard, but I've got full control of the doors, so we're alright. There we go. Right, unlock the doors. There we go, make sure we're actually able to stop. There we go. So yeah, see, we are at Kirkham and Wesham. But yeah, so obviously this is an 80s era route, so we're back in the British Rail era. So yeah, that's really cool. We might also get a bit retro with the next video as well, which is cool, but we'll just chill here for a minute. 'But yes, so things to talk about as well. Let me think. Oh yes, Peninsula Corridors come back to Trainsim World in an unbranded form this time. This is just due to licensing restrictions because basically the contract ended. Caltrain chose not to renew, so it was just a case of renewing the contract. So they can renew the contract, so it's back just unbranded. So yeah. So that's now available for download and also purchase on the relevant storefronts, which is all cool. Okay, close the doors. Right, we are good to go. Release the brakes, throttle up, and away we go. Yeah, so the next station is Moss Side. Yeah, we got 30 coming up, so we will make sure we are going 30 miles an hour at the time of that restriction, which probably means you're going towards the left. we got that. Okay, we should be able to get back up to decent rate of speed shortly. There we go, 70 miles an hour. Here we go. Yeah, so now we're going under single branch line down towards. Yes, down towards Blackpool South. Right, so we're going to be at a 35-mile-an-hour speed restriction for a second, and we'll be able to get back up to 70 miles an hour. Yes. Yes, also, Metro Rivals is coming out soon as well. That was the other big announcement. I've got a video on that, which I will put somewhere, probably in the description down below. So obviously, you know, you guys can have a look at my thoughts on that. Long story short, seems like an awesome game, and I've already challenged Train Simulator Driver, Paul. Hi, if you're watching, by the way, mate. To a race on the game when we eventually get it. So, yes, that would be fun. There we go. Right, so we are coming up towards Moss Side.
The next stop is Moss Side.
Slow down quite a bit. So we get to this 35 restriction. Here we come into the platform. There we go. Alright, doors unlocked. Right, so we will close our doors. There we go. Right, there we go. Next station stop is Lytham. Ah, whistle board. Yes, that's a whistle board. So you know you gotta do. There we go. Got a slight dip to 50 miles an hour coming up in a second. Yeah, and we're about to come into the 50-mile-an-hour restriction. And yeah, so we are now approaching Lytham. There we go, and are at here we are at Lytham. Got to do the announcement, but hey, it's alright. Lock the doors. There we go, release the brakes and throttle up. Right, next stop is Ansdell and Fairhaven. And of course, as I've left dynamic weather on, it's got a bit foggy. So, yeah. And we are now approaching Ansdell and Fairhaven.
Be arriving at Ansdell and Fairhaven.
Right, and here we are coming in. And we are good to go. So close the doors. Release the brakes. Next up is St. Anne's on the Sea. Yeah, so this, I think, probably used to be a dual track railway. Before then becoming a single track. Before then becoming obviously a single track hit after Ansdell and Fairhaven. Oh no, no, kind of single track, and we proceed on. Go, so we will shortly be arriving at St. Anne's on the Sea. But yes, here we are at St. Anne's on the Sea. And here we are at St. Anne's in the Sea. And then there's call at Squire's Gate, and then our final stop, oh, Blackpool South, where the train will terminate. And close the doors. Right. So yeah, next up is Squire's Gate in about 2 miles time. Yeah, no C4 or P or deadman pedal to do today, because basically the way that these trains work before the system got changed was that they had basically if you took your foot off the pedal, then the brakes would start applying. Because yeah, yeah, that's how the paces were done on the 86 class 86 and 87 locomotives. That is a bit different. And we are approaching Squire's Gate. I'll quickly do the public announcement.
Squire's Gate.
And start putting a bit of braking on. And here we are at Squire's Gate. Let's open the doors. There we go, we're good to go already, so let's lock the doors. And release the brake. And next station stop is Blackpool South in 1.5 miles time. But yeah, so the plan is with the Birmingham crew release is that I will try and get a video out on release day, so that will be an extra one on the schedule just because obviously of that happening. And yeah, so that will probably come out probably Tuesday evening is my plan of action. Obviously, ambassadors are going to get it first, and there's a great band of ambassadors. One or two I have met in person, and yep, they're an awesome bunch of guys. So yeah. Right. Anyways, slow one down. 50-mile-an-hour restriction coming up. Actually, then we got the station coming up, so I better slam the brake on. Emergency. There we go, there we go. Don't derail, don't derail, don't derail. And we derailed. Yay. Right. Okay, let's make it so that doesn't just happen. So if we go back to the main menu. Was not expecting that to happen. I got caught off guard waffling about next week that I completely missed. Buffers! And I hit the buffers at about 30 miles an hour. Let's just say that they would probably now be after me. Blackpool branches. Timetable on foot. Squire's gate was about. It was 7:50. I know that for a fact. Right, let's try that again as nothing happened. There we go, and we will await the pacer, which should be here shortly, because... Yeah, there you go, 7:51:30. Yes. Yeah, there's our little train down there, so yes. Yes, here we are at Squire's Gate Station again. Oh my word. Okay, yes. That is why drivers have minimal distractions in the cab, so that way they don't hit a buffer and completely derail their train. I've just cracked a golf bag. Nice. Not that I play golf. Oh, great map. So, yeah, so obviously we're here, there's there, and yes, which is really cool. Is there a branch off the top there, or is that just a non-player branch? Oh no, there's a depot. There's the sidings. But yeah, that's just an AI only branch there for Fulton, for Cleveleys and Bernays. And we will await. Hey, there's my train. Or is it my train? No, that's a class 101. Looks like we're also going to be driving a 101 today. Fair enough. So you also get see two trains today. You guys are in for a lovely treat. And here's the class 101. I will take over from this driver and we will get going. Yeah. There we go. Open the door. Sit in the driving seat. Get started. Cab door is open. I know. There we go. And I select the cab lever. And we can close the doors. There we go. Oh, that's cool. The button lights up when the light lights up. There we go. Let me release some brake. There we go. Make sure the AWS is acknowledged. The control key's on. Let me just double check. Yes, control second key is on. We're in for. That would probably help us out. Gear selection. Into gear 1. And right. Let's go. I haven't driven a class 101 in ages, so this could get a bit interesting. And then, is it literally just that? Yes, into gear number 2. And gear number 3. So speed up again. So yes, note to self, when approaching a station, make sure you've got your brakes on. Ugh. But it's still going to go to YouTube anyway, because it's funny. So yes, as we're now in Class 101, I will tell you about the Class 101. So the Class 101 was the first ever multiple unit, really. So basically got a couple of Mark 1 coaches with cabs, and then with them, and then they fitted diesel engines under it, so it's kind of an experimental thing. But yeah, it's really cool. So yes, we got the rare chance of a 101 appearing, so obviously, and then we got the 101. Right, let's put some brake on now. Now these are manually lap brakes, so just got to judge it. There we go. Coming in into Blackpool South. And there we go. And here we are at Blackpool South without hitting a buffer. Good to know that I can still do that. Well, anyways, hopefully that was some fun content for you guys. Yes. Anyways, Permanent Crew comes out on Tuesday. Probably will make a video on release day as soon as I get my hands on it, which is actually the same time as you guys, as I am not an ambassador yet. But if the 12 gamers are watching and they want to make me an ambassador, anyways, so we are here at, but yes, we are here at Blackpool South, so we'll shut the train down. So gear selector into neutral there, off. Take out my master key. Pause and idle. And yes, here we are. And then red and red. There we go. So this is going to get me to one-shot the doors now, isn't it? Yep, knew it. There we go. Lock the doors. And here we are. So obviously no medal today because obviously, you know, I kind of derailed the train. But hey, we'll live. Anyways, let me just turn off the change ends lever, wherever that's got to. Actually, I could probably just sit in here and do it there. And yes, so we are here at Blackpool South. So thank you very, very much for watching this video today. Do the usual things, you know, like, comment, subscribe, and obviously hit that notification bell if you want to watch some more cool stuff like this. And yes, have a great one. Cheers and goodbye.